Hey everyone, uh, I'm back. So Ritvi is she might be around, but yeah, so she'll be here soon. And I was away for 2 weeks, close to 2 weeks, but I was at KubeCon actually last week. So KubeCon happened in Amsterdam, and it was pretty big. It was like there were like 13,000, more than 13,000 people, and I was literally, yeah, I think that's the biggest I've been. I think that's the biggest conference I've been so far. I mean, I've never been to a place. We are developers. I think I attended a few years back, which had like close to 5,000 people, but this was, yeah, way beyond. Uh, like my imaginations, I was like, oh, of 30,000, 13,000 people, and maybe next time they even do it bigger. So but it was, the conference was really nice. I would say, let me just add Ritvi. Hey, Ritvi. Yeah.
Hello, how's it
Talking about
going?
one second. I don't hear you. I don't
Can
know.
you hear me now?
Just a second. I think that might be my problem. Uh, Audio. Yeah, that's my issue. So, can you say something now?
Yep, can you hear me?
Yep, I can. It was just wrong mic or wrong speaker which was selected. So all good.
SF Santosh.
It's nice. I mean, early morning. It's 6 a.m., 7 a.m. here actually, and I met few friends actually. So, and then yesterday I also went to the meetup, which was organized, I think, co-organized by Code Rabbit. Eric was there. Um, Also found two people from India who are like trying to like their pitch their own startup here. So it's a
Wow.
city like where everyone comes with a dream. I think, you know.
It's the Mumbai of tech startups, right?
It is what Mumbai used to be.
I think Mumbai is still that for people in art, performing, performing arts.
I, I mean, I think I don't know. I haven't been in, like, I moved away from Mumbai 10 years, yeah, close to 11 years ago, and I think it was not the same city anymore. I mean, I keep telling this to everyone. Like, I grew up in Mumbai, and after 2003 4, I couldn't recognize it's the same city. So
Yeah.
it changed a lot. So, or maybe I was
Yes,
just a kid.
Santosh is back. I'm so happy.
Yeah, I'm back, and then I'll be probably gone for a few days again. So
No. We're going to be together in a new place, folks. We keep an eye out for a surprise because we both will be in the US, but not in the same place. But will the stream will keep running?
yeah, yeah. Actually, I'm going to Istanbul on 9th. But
Oh,
that's Thursday.
right. So
Yeah, that's
Thursday stream,
Thursday.
I'll be connecting next week. Got it.
Yeah. So because I have a flight on 9th, so maybe. But all good. I mean, good to be back. Uh, and what we have here. So okay, cool. So what we did, Prithvi, so far. So I'm
So we have been playing around a lot with signals. We were basically experimenting with signals quite a bit. You showed us a lot
nice.
of really cool Angular tools to use in the front end to see a bunch of graphs and stuff. We just figured out how to use the API. Basically, we figured how to use the data being given by the backend into the front end,
Nice.
and we saw Claude generate a backend which did not match our front end. So then we reconfigured our front end to basically our front end components to process the data that Claude decided to give us for backend, and we used AI just a little bit to make our components pretty.
Nice. Cool. Can you push that changes? Like, do you have it
Oh,
in
no, no, no,
advance?
no. This was all that you did. We didn't actually touch your code. We basically, the day one, we explored a bunch of different backend, just APIs, generating
Okay.
APIs. And the second day, we tried to create an app from scratch, which did
Oh,
not go.
nice. Oh, okay. Cool, cool. So let's see. I mean, so also, right? So we'll move and maybe do some AI stuff, right? Add some AI agentic workflows because Angular has a section on that. maybe we can explore that, and maybe we'll try to wrap up this stream in from a few weeks, and maybe we can start doing something else.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'll just share my screen.
So, Santosh, before we continue, there is a question for you. What about Signal Store? I don't know what that means.
So Signal Store is, of course, a library from NGRX, right? So Signal Store, I mean, if you are already using NGRX, I would suggest like you can, of course, go ahead and use Signal Store. But uh, now Angular already provides most of the stuff. So Signal Store is just like another bunch of utilities, I would say, which you will write in case you're not using uh, maybe NGRX Signal Store. So prefer that. It will reduce the like number of lines of code for you. And yeah, it's for better state management. So depends what's your use case. So
Interesting. Uh, Hi, Ankit. Welcome to the stream.
thank you.
Great. Let's go. I'm very excited.
Okay, let's see. Hope you're able to see my screen.
You.
So there are a few things which was actually recently done with Angular. I think they also launched skills, the official skills from Angular team, and then they have build with AI. Yeah, this is what I was looking for. So you can also build AI powered application with GenKit and Angular, and this is something we can use GenKit for our own maybe little example, right? And we me and Ritu were discussing about like which model we can use. I think Gemini is the cheapest one, uh, and
I don't know how much Santosh likes saving his tokens.
yeah, I mean, I always prefer saving some tokens. I mean, we are not doing a big stuff, right? I mean, I'm sure like the Gemini model is not as much as or not much better as Anthropic and the Open API GPT 4 5.4. I think that's the one right now, right? Uh, just let me know if it's not the right one, because it's keep changing. I mean, every day there is another model. So
That is true, y'all. It's so hard to keep up if you're not like on Twitter every day.
yeah, exactly. So GPT 5.4. So I don't think so. They are there yet, but even for my all the apps, I just keep using it. And then be careful with in case you're using Gemini and Google Cloud. Be careful with the billing. I just burned $200 because I made a mistake. But yeah. Uh, so we can use this and use GenKit in Angular app, dynamic story generator app. I think there is an example here which we can probably you can just download and play with. Let's see what they have here. And I'll just zoom in. How to zoom in? Control plus 110, 125. Okay, cool. So I think user input, and then probably they are sending this data back to Gemini. Yeah, so story service, and probably they are doing it in story service. So let's see where the story service is, and link signal. And this is the API call. I think this is where they are making an API call, loader, request, run flow, and what run flow is. Oh, it's a okay. It's a GenKit function. Okay, cool, cool. So we can just go ahead and use the TypeScript or TypeScript API for GenKit. And what do they need? Do they need any plugins, Google AI? But they also need the API key, I'm sure. Where is the API key?
Docs, maybe, or examples.
This is the docs, right? So I think simple chatbot. Yeah, I
No,
mean, why there is set?
I
Ah,
think
okay, set.
it's found, right?
It says here set the Google API key environment variable. So it does exist.
Hmm.
So I don't know why it's not visible, but Google AI. So maybe so you just need to set the environment key, and then it gets it from like environment variable. You don't have to do anything else. That's how maybe it works. Cool. What we can do is maybe we can take a chatbot example, Ritvi. I mean, I think this is where you can actually search for, let's say, oh, give me the hotel for my two people between this and this date. It's a good example for hotel management,
Yeah,
right?
sounds good.
So let's go and do that.
Two
I'll just,
people in the comments in those just telling that in his opinion, Signal Store almost equal to Redux, and it saves a lot of time in state like Redux, and it is lightweight in that boilerplate. So do you agree?
I mean, so NGRX was actually built on top of, sorry, NGRX, the entire library was actually built keeping in mind the Redux pattern. So I would not say Signal is same as Redux pattern, but maybe the implementation may look like that because what happens in state management is okay, you request, like for example, you request for some data, it checks if this exists in the state, and if it's not, like it will be refetched. Otherwise, it will be fetched, or if it already exists in your store, it will be just given back to you, right? So NGRX store had the same concept. I'm sure Signal store also has the same concept.
Interesting. So Jay, you're right to some extent.
Yeah, I mean, I still need to go ahead and explore because I haven't done Signal store. Like, I think I just tried when they launched the initial APIs, and then I moved away from Angular. I never got the chance. And in my previous organization, it was like we were on Angular 18 by the time I left. So never got the chance to explore new stuff or integrate new stuff. We were just adopting signals because it was already available with 18, and that's it. I mean, but yeah, go ahead and try it out. Signals. I mean, I'm a big fan of NGRX team, what they do, and yeah. Okay, let's see the chatbot example, right? So we have this uh, chatbot. So this simple chatbot custom system message, your helpful assistant. Okay, and then you can actually just have this send a message like tell me a story reset api/route.ts. But where is the front end? I mean, I'm just wondering.
I think there's Viraj in comments also asking us, giving a suggestion on how to use it in case you don't
Okay.
want to use like the
Okay.
environment variable.
Okay. So it's genkit endpoint, and then uh, so this is the API. Okay, and then they have base.tsx. Interesting. So this is what they are doing. So, okay, so we just need to have API. So this is our API code basically. So chatbot one, this, I think we already have API, right? This one.
Yeah.
And app dot post API/chat. Maybe we can do chat. Uh, okay, this is just a random example, and then we can install 400 messages required. Okay, cool. And then we need to install GenKit. GenKit. Okay, this is interesting. So there is GenKit, and then at the rate GenKit AI. Okay, which package to install basically? Okay, so this was the schema actually. This is nothing. This has nothing to do with GenKit, but it's a schema. Looks like this is simple chatbot request schema. Okay, and then API route.ts AI set. No, what they are doing. Okay, let's see. GenKit. So install simplified. Where is the install button? How do I? People have stopped writing docs for human looks like. I mean, I remember like people. It used to be like first how to do npm install, and now it's not there. So Get AI, Google Gen.
So, just random question, right? Santosh, do you use the save flag or not? Because if you go back to the docs on the top right corner, it does not have the save flag when it asks you to install.
Safe or safe.
Save, save.
Okay, okay. I mean,
So you see the top right corner, it doesn't have on the dock, that same dock, it doesn't have the save flag in the same place where you are. And
this
over
one,
here, it does, yeah.
huh? I
So if
mean,
you see, yeah, is there a preference on whether or not you like to use it or why one would be better?
where you see, okay, this is one, right? So this is when
Right.
it's not actually okay. So save is of course like where you need
For
to
the
add it
version,
into
right?
package.json, right? So I, what's happening? Why I'm not able to click on something else? Okay,
But it gets saved in the package.json either way, right? Does this save
yeah.
actually save as version lock? Is that the
Uh,
reason for save? I'm just wondering. Should I Google it?
no, I don't think so. No, I think it's might be it has changed. I think the behavior has changed. I think it adds to lock package. Sorry, it adds to package.json even though if you don't mention hyphen save flag, right? I think the important thing is if in case you are adding it to def dependency, then you must have hyphen d. That's important.
Yes. Got it. So what it's saying is save is anyway enabled by default. It's
Yeah,
when you not want to save it, you can use the not save no save flag.
yeah,
But I guess because you have the no save flag, they created the save flag anyway. But that's the default behavior either way.
yeah. Maybe someone who might be using older npm or something. Maybe yeah, it's important for them. And it was actually okay. So it's done 5 days ago. Now we can actually just copy the example. So let's see if I can get this to work. Where is the API? So mail.ps and api.generate const. So this is fine. This is Google Options. I think this is where it probably picks up some of the you know tokens and everything. Okay, there's nothing here. I think we can move this code. Uh, it says await expression async function, and then we can make it async, right? I think that's allowed now. No, this is async. Yeah. So text and change. You can return this text. Response dot data. I think response. This can be text. Yeah, perfect, right? So I think this is all done. API slash chat. So it generates and then it calls this model, Gemini 3 Flash Preview, which I don't know, for some reason, Gemini decides they never want to come out of preview. It's always preview. And yeah, it's still. And then this should be the message, right? So I can just do this curly brackets and dollar sign, right? Yeah, here. Or why I am doing this anyways. So it can be just message, right? Let's see. So overlap gives argument of type. Okay, so it's not matching the type for some reason, but this works. Yeah, okay. What was the type? So it says any. Oh, okay. Maybe I can just convert it as a string, right? So I can as message string, and then I can just use message because prompt should be string. I think that's why it was complaining. And I have never done this in my life, believe me. I mean, this is AI. This is how I realized that I have stopped writing code. So why? I mean,
Oh
what's the
look,
problem?
look, Santosh, what's the request?
Exactly. I mean,
Santosh's
why?
favorite framework.
What is this? So still any. Why? Because okay. Because body has multiple properties. That's why it is recommending me to do this. It's all good. I will just go fall back to my this practice. I don't want to follow AI blindly. Okay, cool. So this is now string. This is the data, and we should be get setting the API key. That's what it says. You need to set the Gemini API key. And okay, anyone who wants to share their API key, please. Okay, let's see. I think it's AI dot studio. AI studio, right? So studio. Yeah, aistudio.google.com. So in case you haven't created your API key, you can actually do it from here. Get an API key. And for some time, I will just stop sharing my screen. Ritu, can you stop sharing the screen? Yes.
Sure, yeah, I can do that. Give me 1 second. And there you go, your screen gone.
Okay, cool. Then I will create a new uh, project. Code Rabbit.
Yeah. Last week I ended up sharing my API key on screen, but it was a random news application, and I
Uh,
don't think I put my credit card details. So we're good.
okay. Uh, so this is what the hell? Input. Okay.
So earlier, Santosh, I was talking about the comment in the chat. Did you see? Vinay is asking if we can do the same thing that we're doing for Angular for React, or especially React 19, your favorite framework.
Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah. I mean, that's what we are planning to do. Maybe in future we will explore more technologies. So that's why we want to like stop this stream maybe in few days or few weeks
And I think
actually.
we are also, folks, this was more of an experiment. So now, since we have a better idea of what y'all are responding to, we'll come up with a structured stream. So you can expect what is happening in the next stream.
Oh, interesting. Okay. So what I have done is I have deleted my projects. Because last time I ended up burning that $200. So,
Ooh,
but I can create a new project. I think cloud. Uh, let's try with our GoTrabbit account actually. So all projects, create an API key. Oh, why I don't have create API key permission? Okay. It says you do not have permission to create API key in this project.
yeah. So if you want, Santosh, I can
Ah,
quickly send you one of my API keys quickly if you want to use
yeah,
it,
sure,
because I'm
sure.
using Google Studio quite a bit. Give me 1 second. It's going to take me a second to API keys. Okay, I'm sending it to you in Slack so that you can
Yeah.
save it for later as well.
Mm-hmm. And
There you go.
this that. Okay. And let's
So, folks,
gem.
I'm not like Google has recently released their Maps AI. Also, I don't know if you all tried it, but it's really good. So
What?
basically, so they already, so the first thing that they released, this was back in 25 or 24, Santosh, where they introduced Gemini inside their Maps API. So you could basically ask
Ah,
Gemini to do a lot of things. It wasn't great back then, but they went ahead, made it better in the last year. It was amazing as it is, but now they also have it active as a chat in your maps. So when you open your maps, you have
okay.
a chat. You can talk to it and be like, hey, because it has your location, you can ask like, oh, where is the best this near me? And it uses AI to like and your history to like give you the best recommendations, which is actually very cool. You're now that you're in SF, you should actually try it.
Okay. So, uh, just let me just add this to ignore. Okay, cool. So I added this to .env and the API key is set. I'll make sure that it's not visible. Okay, you can add me back. So
Do you need me to add you back?
yeah,
As in send you another API key? Oh, sorry, the screen.
no,
My
no,
bad.
no, sync. Yeah, sorry. Okay, so am I live?
Yes, you are.
Okay, so let's see that. So I just added the environment variable because if you refer to the top, so yeah. So application it says okay, you can actually just use uh, with an explicit API key, or you can just set the Gemini API key as an environment variable, which you can of course generate using Google AI Studio. But I don't have access to this project where I can create the API. Okay, and then I think this is enough for us because we don't want to use any other APIs. For example, they have Vertex API. I'm sure they might have more. For example, I think they have VO right as well to for video generation. I think this GenKit also supports. Okay, they also support image generation as well. I think I have used image generation in one of my side project, but all good. We have API key, we have everything. Let's go ahead and create a chat component. So again, I'll go back to console. It's commands. What happened? Mm-hmm. Okay. All right. Just use this window. Okay. We have it here. No. Okay. Next, generate the why it's calculating the first graph. So okay. Anyways, the next Angular component. What is the component file path? So I'll just go ahead and say it should be hotel management SRC app. Copy path. Okay, not that path. And I'll say app chat. Oh, okay. Does not exist under any project root. Please make sure. Mhm. So let's give in that path. Probably like that. Oh my goodness. Save this. Load. What is the component file? So it says provide directory result relative to the current working directory. Current working directory is hotel management org. Okay, cool. So I think I should start from here. So it should have been apps. Okay. And we can actually just use from apps from this part, right? Yeah. Okay. Cool. So we have this new chat component. Just one more thing. I'll just move them to new folder. Hmm. Chat.ts, and then I can just go ahead and call the API. So if I go back to the Angular talks, they have best practices, handling, and what is this? They have a starter kit. So this is fine. Flow.ts. Okay, so what they're doing is they're using it on front end. Why? Oh, but this is a way to define tool as well. We don't need the tools. So let's see. We'll just do what we will do is we'll just follow the simple resource API and then make an API call. I think we have already used the resource API, right? Dashboard. What was the service? This one.
Mhm.
Where did we
That's
made an API call?
yep.
Ah, here it is. Sorry. So check case. See, at least I remember the code I've written. It was AI generated. I mean, I'm not sure, but yeah, I still need to learn like how to write code without reading it. API/chat, and we need to uh, do post, right? So this is not fetch, but fetch with hmm, let's see, just remove this for now, and we don't need to do fetch actually. So I can just go ahead and use for time being inject cp and dot post, and then we can say chat, and then we can say okay, messages in, in posting for between 12 till to 19 April. Okay, so this is our prompt. This is our message basically, and then the data which we will get is will be observable for now, and then we will use this hotel resource or hotel data. Let's call it as hotels maybe. And then generally we use dollar symbol to define that okay, this is an resource, this is an observable. We'll just use the same for now. And then I can see pipe async, not async, sorry, async, and then pipe is right. Sorry, I have a German keyboard, and it's interesting that I don't understand like what I'm typing because
Is there any way
my
you can go
keys.
to Apple and get the keyboard replaced, Santosh?
No, I mean how it's a keyboard in my laptop, so it's
Hmm.
not an external keyboard.
I know, but like, usually they have replaceables. Like, I'm pretty sure they might have some kind of a replacement.
I mean, if I want to, I can replace the entire keyboard, but so nothing, right? It's this async common, right? So I think it's common by common, JSON pipe, and okay, I don't need to copy this actually, just very cut and paste and remove this. So I don't know. Okay, so all good. I think I should have this running here. Document, and let's see if we can run this. And I'm still not sure why I'm not able to use another command. Sorry, my war terminal, but anyways. So we can do npx next serve, next serve. What is the project name? Project JC hotel management. We also need to serve the API, right? So I can just do. Okay, so this is running, and that's run. Serve API. I think that's the name. So the structured clone is not defined. Come on, where is the structured clone thing? Structured clone here, but Why? Mhm. Okay, let's ask our friend
Well, it
Copilot.
is tradition. It is tradition.
Yeah, some I don't know why we keep getting this errors, but yeah, okay. So it was chat, right? And this. And okay, I'm using 4.6. Oh my goodness, why I'm using high? Really sorry. I do have premium requests, but I mean, okay, let's stop first. Move the model to 4.6 1x. And this is 3x. No, I don't need 3x. Maybe structure clone is, yeah. Why? Oh, okay.
Oh, this was
Okay.
24. Yeah, you did do that
Yeah,
when you were calling it, but
stop. I know. Yeah,
but
that's
you did do
actually,
that calling
no,
the
no, no.
package.
So NVM is actually, I have to do it per terminal.
Ah, that makes sense. I did not know you switched terminals. Makes sense.
Yeah. So whenever I have new terminal, I have to actually just change it. It makes sense. I think this is because a structured clone is available now with Node. Yep. So localhost 3333, and then everything's working fine. Let's see where my browser is because I have so many windows. And let's figure out. Okay. Okay. So see, we already have some data. So it is recommending me some uh, hotels. I don't know why I'm seeing location Sydney, Australia. Is a San Jose a place in Sydney, Australia? Like
Wait,
why?
what?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it says location Sydney, Australia. I mean, I can understand this one, New York, USA. But why I have location Sydney, Australia? So interesting.
Fun. I like how it randomly threw in. It's like, you know what? I can't cover the whole world, so I'll cover just one another point in the world.
Yeah. So it's random actually. So there is a Chicago, there is Sydney, Australia. I don't know what else
There's
in Asia.
Denver. Yeah, mostly it's mostly US. I think it just randomly. It's like I'm gonna focus on equality, and it's to one random point across the world.
Yeah, I mean, maybe something wrong with the prompt. I think that might be a problem, right? Because let's see if we can update it and make it maybe something better. So what we are saying is find me a hotel in San Jose for two people between 12 and April. What if we change this to San Francisco, right? Or let's see,
Mm,
and then I need to yeah, this front end, right? So I think it should be okay. And this is what? Mhm. Okay, so it got updated, but we still have the same data. I don't
yep.
know why. No, no, no. This is not our API actually.
Yeah, exactly. Because none of these are near San Jose. It was always showing
Yeah.
Miami.
So this is another hotel's data which we are getting from
That's
here
the R
actually.
hotel. That's the data we initially
Yeah.
put in the thing. I think we should comment it out.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. So and then we can just use. I was surprised, like why it is giving me some random shit. Uh, but yeah, let's use this one, right? So we need to place this component here. I'll just comment this out, and then use that in chat component here, and I can just use syntax this one, and it will of course fail. Then I have to import the chat component. What's the name? So is it chat? Yeah, it is chat. So yep, uh,
Is it
chat.
possible, Santosh, that when you scroll down, it is possibly just stacking the API call from the chat below the normal data?
Uh, what do you mean?
If you go back to the front end, is it
Uh,
possible that the chat data is stacked below the? Main content?
I mean, after this, you mean after this one?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, yeah. You see, we already have the data. So now it's actually giving me hotels in San Francisco. So chat works, but
No. Wait, where is it giving you data? I can't see it.
yeah, it was already there. I don't know what happened. Chat works because hotel 5%. Yeah, it's just taking some time to load actually. But you have
Got
this to give you the best recommendation. I've selected 5 hotels across different styles. Okay, let's see. So it says point fee from your stay from 12th April to 20th April, 8 nights. And then it says it's actually prices in San Francisco fluctuate based on demand. And yeah, so it's actually giving me text, right? This is text, data and text. Okay, let me just remove this. Yeah, so this data and text. So maybe I need to change this format. How to get the JSON? Anyone? Formatted output, right? That's what we call it. Okay,
Is
let's
it
see.
should we have to just pass it directly into our component?
From
So that
here, you're saying?
yeah, basically it's we get like a chat component ready and pull the API right into it.
I mean, yeah, that's secondary, right? I mean, first we have to actually have structured output because this is not structured output. I think this is just text. I mean,
You,
because you need to have this data in a format where we can render this. I mean, this is just giving me, okay, this is the hotel, this is, you know, key features, the hotel name, and Sun Union Square. But it is not giving me more detail, like for what is the price. Uh, so let's see. We can ask ChatGPT. Okay, so how to write this? So we are just passing model and message. I'm sure that might. The GenKit. Okay. So it's saying okay. So you have to. So it's saying returns text output. Use output when schema is set text for plain string. Hmm. So it is saying okay. So I can use that schema, Zod schema, to convert this into an output format. Use output option of that schema to get structured JSON.
there
Okay.
is someone suggesting response.text or response.media.
Yeah, I think, but that's the default one. So we are getting data and text. So nothing changed. So this is the default one. It is saying if you want to convert this text into a structured output, you use output format JSON and then it will be fully typed. But where is this output? And access it via output as well, but sort. With sort, you get validation plus site script. Okay, let's try this one, right? So this is the easiest one. This is what you mentioned, right, Prithvi?
Yes, I'm sorry, I can't see your uh, response dot. So someone in the text, basically, a chat basically said response dot text or response dot media.
Okay. Let's see. I mean, so we just changed this to first one. Let's see what we get. So chat works. It's making an API call. Mm. Okay. Oh, so now it is actually JSON, right? So, but still, okay. So hotel name
But it
and
was Jason earlier also, right?
it was actually it was missing all these properties. So if I want to read like what is hotel name in
Okay.
that particular property, it was not
Right,
there.
right, right, right.
It was just text, and then now I think it makes sense to use this schema. So it's saying, okay, now it got converted to this JSON format. Now, but if I don't use this schema, what will happen is I have to extract this values in our front end, maybe somewhere else. Let's see. So I think I can go to network, refresh, and just access chat, find me hotel, and then response. Okay, so you see data. So it's still actually coming as a text here. And inside this, this is text, and we need to convert this text to JSON. So you have to say response dot JSON to get the actual data. But that should be okay. Yeah. Or we can, so it's saying you can also do it here. Okay, let's do that. And I can maybe, maybe I can get this back. And do invert result.
So, Ankit, to answer your
Mm,
question, we do this every week, Wednesday and Thursday.
And then, so once we are done with this, maybe we can just add a chat box. So it will start doing it now. I mean, this is one of the great use case of using sorry, I mean, this was something I think most of us were doing during chat GPT days as well, right? Getting the JSON data and converting it to a TypeScript types.
Yes.
I remember doing that when ChatGPT just launched, because it was, of course, no one wants to write this by hand. Okay, so yeah, so now it's converting this to schema, and let's see. So it's saying, what is this? So it says cannot redeclare. Okay, come on, why you're redeclaring something? Did it added the same thing twice, right?
Yes, and I think that's a very good lesson in why you should always know what you're writing.
Yeah. So okay, and now okay, so it's restarted. API is back. Let's see. Oh, there is a 500 error. Let's see what is this error. Hmm. Gen process ends with this one because maybe it failed once. Or yeah, I think it should work now because it failed during the build step. So oh no, it failed again. What the hell is this? Process exited with exit code one. Uh, I mean, we are doing the same, right? So it recommended us to use schema,
Mm-hmm.
and then yeah, I don't think so. There is anything else. What? I don't see structured clone again. So it's not structured clone, right? Running new span. This is something else. Instrumentation and some.
So, how would you ask AI to debug it? Would you ask it to debug a specific thing? Because I think it's not able to contextualize the whole code base, right?
Uh, what do you mean by that? So
Like right now, it couldn't debug it correctly, correct? Because I think it
yeah.
couldn't understand the whole context of where things might be going wrong.
No, I
Mm.
think, but so generally it's like the file which is selected. So it will look into this file. So that's why this file in this. Ah, okay. Oh, it was disabled. Interesting.
What was
Okay.
disabled or structured?
Yeah. No, no. So this file was actually added here. I thought like it's added, but it says it's not in the context.
Ah,
Hmm.
that is what
Okay.
my question was. That's the
Yeah,
context
yeah.
question.
Okay. So see what's happening is we didn't notice this. It changed the model to Gemini 2.0 flag, which does not exist unfortunately anymore.
Yes, this I've seen models do that a lot, especially because if you're trying to use a Gemini key with a model, it'll randomly try to use a model that does not exist,
Uh,
or
was it which model was this earlier? So
some preview model that we were trying to
some
use.
preview, right? I mean, it's always
Yeah.
preview, but which one? I think we
It's
copied it from somewhere. Example.
I think
Yeah, this
example.
Gemini
No, that is. Did we copy this? We copied something else also, right?
point one or something.
I remember us typing preview as well for some reason.
Yeah, I don't know. Okay, so let's see. So we now have very structured data: hotel name, checkout date, guest, star rating, amenities, success, true. And I have no idea why I have just one record. I mean, come on, there might be some more hotel in San Francisco, right? Or is there anything happening here around 12th April that I don't have any hotel available? Okay. Anyways, so I think this was not the model which we had, but we don't have history to figure out what was that. But where from where to copy this? Yeah, this one.
There we go. Yes.
Yeah.
And it's a very old model because we're using 3 Flash and they do deprecate a lot of old models, Santosh. So we should definitely check what the latest model is. So let me see if my Gemini Google Studio is still open. I will check.
Yeah, I think it's I have it open, but I cannot. You have updated. Okay, it's okay. Uh, I don't know. Build AI app talk. It's 3.1 Flash Live. So I think we can select from
Yep.
here. Zephyr. Where is the model selection? Then I see the tools. Google Gemini Studio. Okay, maybe an in app we can see more.
Yeah, the studio
Speed
can be very
fast.
interesting, especially.
It's okay. Anyways, but yes. So we have uh, how many? Two records or one?
3.1 Flash Live is the one.
Yeah, but it's okay. I
Mm.
mean, we are fine using. I mean, generally the light models are very cheaper. So Flash, right? It's Flash models are cheap anyways. So
Oh, I
and
figured, Santosh, where you can see all the models.
where?
So if you see the sidebar in run settings underneath where it says Gemini 3.1 Flash, if you click on that, all the models come into picture.
Here or
There.
in the Air Studio?
Right here on the top right corner where it says Gemini 3. Yeah, just click on the, yeah, there. Just click on that. There we go.
Okay,
So if
okay.
you click on Gemini now, you'll be able to see all
Mm.
the models. There we go. Got it.
Gemini 3 Flash Preview. This is what we are using, right? Yeah. And very convenient, right?
I
What
know
a
it. Look,
UX. No
yes.
one can figure this out. Okay, anyway, so now I think we have some records to display. I think this is nice. And let's ask our front end to uh, chat, right? So chat.html. I'll just add this. I'll just remove main.ts and chat.html. This in UI to send this. And then we can also add the chat box, right? I think let's see.
Yes, Ankit. So, Ankit, you cannot use Copilot for this specific application because this is a Gen AI Google. This is a Google tool, basically the chat tool that we're using. And Copilot itself is basically an agent which uses different models. So, for this specific application, you cannot use Copilot directly. Does that make sense? Because Copilot itself uses different models. So, the
Yeah.
question Ankit asked Sandosh was, can we use Copilot for this?
Okay, got it. I mean, Copilot has, yeah, but they don't have their own models. So
I mean,
because of course,
technically, Copilot is Microsoft and OpenAI, so OpenAI
exactly.
models, yes, you can use.
I'm sure like Microsoft might be working on their own models in future.
Ooh.
Yeah, I think Microsoft. Okay, so interesting stuff. Yeah, so this is nice. That's nice. I mean, we have three. I don't know why this is an empty portal, why it is showing this, but we can figure that out. So chat data. Oh, because we have three hotels. Then why it's not rendering it? Waterfront, Argonaut, amenities. Interesting. Why it's actually doing this? Okay, so now it's okay. Now okay. But in case you have a GitHub account, you can actually give something for free. Actually, I'm sure that it's free for at least few API calls. But let's say if I go to a repository and maybe let's have it enabled here. So there is a new tab called models, and there is something called playground. You can actually try out different models here. So if you see, there is actually some models from Microsoft,
Oh
and
wow, interesting.
then you have Mistral, Grok,
Yes.
all the models are available here. And then I think you still have like some free limit. You are currently have limits. So I'm not sure like how many are allowed. But in case you just don't have an API key, you can actually just copy it from here and you can try it out. It was, this is very useful in case you want to have an eval, but you don't want to post on your own. So you can actually just use it from GitHub. It's not that much popular, I think. I'm not sure like who's using it. But oh, interesting. This is preview because okay. So in case you already have your GitHub, this is per repo based, I think. So you can go to your repository, go to settings, go to models. I think this should be disabled by default. And then you can enable it, and then you will see this models tab, and you can just try the playground and try a prompt here. So you can see this is the example GitHub token. So it uses the GitHub token by default. Is that so? Yeah, here. You can select maybe let's say you can check open API 5 nano, right? And then you can just copy this code in your JavaScript and then start using it. So OpenAI SDK, I don't want to use Microsoft, so I can just use OpenAPI SDK. You just need to give GitHub token. So rather than actually going to Gemini, you can also give this a try, but I don't think so. What is the limit? With at least what we are doing right now, I have key from day 3, so I can just make it as much as API key. And then you can just click on get API key to see like how you can actually do that. So get started for free, but Microsoft Foundry has pay as you go, right? Like at least you will be able to make few API calls for free. Uh, okay, cool. So we have this hotel API recommendations now coming from uh, our agentic AI, right? So this is how you can actually work with GenKit and render all these hotels, and then we can actually throw away this, right? So this was the uh, static data we created last time. So we wrote the API and then we connected it to the front end, and that's all. And now we have this data coming from our AI agent. So it is giving us data, and then we can just render it. And let's make one more change for chat box, right? Yeah. So right now the message, find me a hotel in San Francisco. This is static. So what I can do is I can just select this line. So this is also like once I like I mean Copilot because it can, I can just select this line here and then it is already into my context. See? So which says, okay, line number 27 is already in the context. I can say, okay,
Mhm.
can you delete this as uh, this coming from and put text box. Yeah. So now it will just go ahead and add input text box. I mean, this is what it should do. I think now AI is smart enough to understand my intent. I'm not sure what it might have done in earlier days, but
I still find it very unpredictable, so I'm very, very specific with my instructions.
okay. Maybe I trust it so much. But yeah,
You definitely trust it more than I do,
yeah.
Santosh.
Uh, yes. Yeah. So it's actually it created a text box. It actually added a search button. So yeah, it did a pretty good job actually. So or maybe Copilot knows like, oh, this guy is lazy. He likes to just not write much of context. So let's help him. Okay, so now we have a text box. Find me out in Paris for two people. So I'll just say, okay, find me a hotel in Mumbai for is in July 2026. Two adults and two kids. Let's see. Okay, so we have this input. Find me a hotel in 30 days in July 2026 for two adults and two kids. Okay, nice. Oh, wow. We have the response as well. So it says go to Colaba or go to Melbourne Point, and then it's 450 per night. So of course I will go broke. So I will not book this hotel anymore. But yeah, this is cool. And then now what I can do is let's comment this as well. And then we just have our agentic workflow. What? Okay. Okay. Because of the syntax, I think, what should I do? So I'll just comment this first. No, it's not working. Interesting. Just maybe for now, remove this. Yeah. So now there's nothing else, right? Let's say I Las Vegas days. And then it's finding hotels. It's actually sending this data so you can see, verify this. I don't know why this is actually, what's happening is trying to read and it's trying to render this data before it actually receives the
Ah, that makes
response.
sense.
Yeah. So I don't know why it's happening. I
And
mean, it
how is
shouldn't
it
be.
limiting? How is it limiting the number of results it's giving us, Santosh? Is it an internal limit, or can we set that show 5 hotels, show 10 hotels?
I have no idea. I mean, I'm just wondering like why it's only three or two records, or maybe this model is just for
I think you should
uh
just refresh it. What happened was it rendered before the data came in. So I'm guessing on refreshing, it should be able
uh
to process. Oh,
okay.
it's gone. Never
It's
mind.
gone, but I can just still copy from here. I mean, it is paste. Payload. Okay, view past. So it's unpredictable. I mean, we can fix that. Okay, now it's only one record. So I think it's just a model, like
But
uh,
the fun part was last time it did have 3 hotels data.
yeah,
It rendered the cards but didn't display the data. This time I can't see. Do you see where the data is in our? Can we see the data in our?
yeah. Yeah. So
Mm,
it only has one record.
there we go.
Yeah.
So,
But yeah, I mean, I think it's just the model, right? It's not really giving us more data.
or can you specify? Show me 5 hotels. Does it do that? Do you want to check that very quickly because
Yeah,
I know we're over time. This is fun, y'all. You see, after now that the fact that it's working, it's fun.
let's see. Payload is fine. In preview. Oh, it does.
Perfect. Almost like, yeah. Otherwise, it's like, oh, it completely depends on its, like, if it feels like showing 1 hotel, 3 hotels. Now it has a little good, another guardrail basically to
Yeah.
help.
Nice. So I think it looks much better. So we have now an agentic AI flow where we are just asking our API, our AI to give us the hotels, and then it is doing it. You know,
So
you
yes.
see.
No, go
So
ahead.
we can also connect it to our backends, right? For example, I think that's what most people do. So maybe you don't want to call the Gemini API, but you can maybe just want to fetch the data from your own database and then
So
make a query.
I would rather, since, like, for example, let's say, why would I want to build this for myself? I think because I want very certain guardrails. Like, let's say,
Yeah.
Santosh and I travel quite a bit for our company. So, let's say our company wants to have like a booking app where it puts all the policies in place. So, instead of using the Gemini model directly, we would possibly use MCP servers for good booking websites, right? And
Yeah.
then add skills to use this like that specific website. So, for example, I am based in India. I'm going to be using INR, so the website should probably pull everything from Make My Trip. If Santosh is booking in Europe, Santosh, what's the common website? Kiwi, booking.com,
Hotels.com. I think
hotels.com. So,
yeah,
yeah, I think
or
that would be
bookings.com. Right.
right.
We have a booking.com as well in by the way in Europe. So I mostly use booking.com, but
Okay, yeah. So booking.com, right? So like basically guardrail that to make it easy for our HR to be like, and it can be like a dummy booking platform where we just put our, like, we click book now and then it goes to the person responsible for booking,
mm,
and then they can go to that actual website and book it.
yeah, nice. So I think this is it for the day. I think
That was fun.
yeah, I
Yeah,
mean
that was
we
fun.
were able to use GenKit and go ahead and try this out. GenKit is nice. I think it was so much easy to integrate. Maybe we can also try text embeddings. Not embedding, sorry. Uh, Image generation, right? So we have image generation as well. Maybe we can try this next time to see
Yeah, I
like
think this is
how.
very cool. I think even I'm gonna play around with this for a
Yeah,
second.
I did
Especially
it
because
for
you
my
can also
side project. So which one?
ooh. Nano Banana and Vio is also something you can access through this, right? So
Yes, exactly. I think we saw that here, right? So image, you can actually just go ahead and use Nano Banana 2 and then link API key. I don't know why. Name your API key, create a key, and so I don't have access. I just need to ask access so I can just go ahead and use it. But yeah, let's see. Cool. So we'll push this code and maybe let's make sure we don't have our API key push like available in this code base. So yeah. So and then we'll see tomorrow. Let's see what we can do. Maybe we can connect it. Like maybe you just have a chatbot which says, okay, go ahead and add a new hotel. For this location, maybe started a new hotel and then you want to actually have a form to do them. Uh, and I think a lot of a lot of websites where I've seen where you can just enter the URL of a YouTube link and then it fetches all the metadata information. So we can maybe something do something like that. You know, so for example, I think for example, if this is the video, right? So if share this, like for example, I mean there are some websites I've seen where you can just enter this URL and it fetches all the information. For example, the description, the number of views, and everything just from the URL itself.
but why would you use that? I lost you. Did I lose you, Santosh, or did you lose me? All good.
I can still hear you. Sorry. I can. Or
I lost you for like 5 to 10 seconds, but I think you're back now.
ah, okay, okay. No, I was saying like where I have used this is actually I have to submit my contribution for GD program, and earlier it was a pain because you have to copy the YouTube URL and then give information about like what the video is. But most of the time, it's already there in the video, right? So you have description, you have number of views, and then Google team actually added this update where you can just enter the URL and it fetches all the information from the URL itself. So it,
Oh, very
uh,
cool.
Yeah, so I don't need to submit like how many number of views I have got, how many number of like uh, what is the description of this video, what is the title of this video. So those are so yeah. But let's see, we can do something like that. So where we maybe let's say existing hotel, we give this information. It says okay, just go ahead and add this information into our database, something like that.
Interesting. Yeah, sounds fun. I think it's gonna be a great tool to use.
Perfect. So I'll see you tomorrow, folks, and thanks again for joining. And we'll see you tomorrow morning. I mean, again by 7 a.m. So
And mine 7:30 p.m. This is so fun.
yeah, is it like 12 hours difference between San
12 and
Francisco and
a
India?
half hours. Yes, it's 12 and a half
Oh,
hours
oh my
on a
goodness.
normal day, and then daylight savings 13 and a half hours. So it's fun.
Okay, yeah. Anyways, I hate this time zone thing.
I so